Hey guys, JCB here. I would like to discuss with you guys on why Shadow of the Tomb Raider was the best part in the latest trilogy. We get ourselves right into the action by trailing Trinity towards the next big treasure in Mexico and stopping them in their tracks before using it. This leads us to a dagger to grab, but without realizing the problems that may arise, we start a flood that makes Pedro, the current leader of Trinity, put the blame on us for our lack of judgment of destroying the village. This becomes a cycle later on, as Lara now has to understand her decisions having a huge weight on her shoulders and needs to know how to move on from this. As we move on, we start to learn Lara is mainly doing things solo here in comparison to the other two games in the reboot. Even though Jonas has tagged along with her in the beginning, he becomes more of a character that plays less significance of Lara's decisions, but more on her emotions on why she should be doing this. I like the idea that they want to pursue Lara to reflect on herself more independently, but having the emotional baggage from one character tagging along could have been done with the characters she meets along the way. That doesn't stop there with Lara doing things mainly solo, as the combat still remains mostly the same from the other two games, but it is definitely more refined with extra added in features of more skills to choose from. We get to choose 3 different types on how we want to use Lara by either using Seeker that is aimed at the environment and resources we collect, Warrior that is more focused on combat, and Scavenger that is based around these stealth abilities. Even though I would say there would be skills that benefit in better situations than others, it still feels good that we can approach things in different ways with the choices we have made. Another big step they wanted to add in more is the swimming, as that created a different layer of entering and leaving places. The controls feel straightforward and Lara is a great swimmer going through the water. We can feel when we are in danger and when we are starting to lose our breath, and having gaps of going back to the surface to catch our breath before going back in. The good thing is that it doesn't feel overused, and often in sections like this, they go quick of finding the exit and leave a good impression behind. One of my favorites that they did extra with is the customization options you can do with the weapons and costumes. We can give the upgrades with the weapons by grabbing the skills and resources to obtain them, which increase our prowess in combat, and we can obtain costumes in many different ways, which can be used for either aesthetic purposes or gaining extra benefit to optimize better results when using them. We can definitely feel the results of how we tailor these upgrades into our setup, and it becomes a blast having to control Lara with what we are able to do. They carried on the tradition of tombs being an optional portion of the game, with various challenges scattered around in many different locations that will present us with different rewards that can improve our experience in lots of ways. We can use our survival instincts to see important objects we can use for the puzzles, or have Lara spill out her inner thought process of what she needs to get done. Personally, I don't mind if they stuck with this idea in the future, as they have many different tombs to seek out, and it's a fun experience trying to solve and complete them. Exploration is another key factor played here, as we get to go through different villages and areas, which can be retraced back if we do need to collect any items we missed out. Talking to NPCs and villagers gives us side quests that can detour ourselves away from the main story, and it helps us learn more on what they are dealing with. Using our different visions, we can easily view the surrounding area and pick up things with ease while planning our next step on how we want to move forward. In the end, Shadow of the Tomb Raider looked into its previous entries and expanded upon everything you can do before and more. It wraps up Lara's story pretty well in finding out her true purposes, and it is a blast of an adventure where it takes us. If any of you guys have any experience with this game, feel free to share in the comments, and I hope you have a wonderful day.